Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Please ignore the Persian on the screen. That was for size reference. Today I'm going to be doing Hololive based Pokemon, and since usually I go in debut order, I've decided I'm going to do reverse debut order. And start with Raura. So since I have actually already designed these, I can show you a few of them while I do the actual pixel sprite art. Let me go ahead, and that isn't showing up good. Open that. And then I'll go ahead and show you a few. We'll start with Raura, of course. So this was my base design for Raura. And I might change a few things. But overall, I like it. I like the idea of her being a Chatini, and then the women specifically evolved. And they live in like little clusters. They live in little clusters. We're going to start with Chatini. Oh, I should have kept the Persian up just so that I could reference how Pokemon does its sprites. Hold on. Let me actually get a reference out on my phone so that I can make sure I'm doing... Puma, leave that alone. Make sure I'm doing it right. Puma, hey. Cat. I might have to go walk her out of my room for a little bit. I know. You're insane. Yeah, I'll go lock her out of my room for a second. I'll probably have to get back up to let her back in eventually. Depending on what it's like when we move, I might have to be able to keep the door open when I stream, but not currently. I don't want to bother people. Okay. So it looks like with Pokemon sprites, their line art is... The darkest dark is black, but anything that's like highlighted at all is few halftones above black, like closer to the actual color of the Pokemon. So we start with Chatini. Chatini got big head. I'll probably just keep the pixel art on the like line art on one layer, and then put the other colors on the layer below so that I can just kind of grab the colors of the layer below and kind of apply like a similar but darker tone to the line art. Oh, you already want back in, huh? It was so fast, Puma. What's wrong with you? She's gonna want out as soon as I let her back in. Watch. What? You can't meow at me like I locked you out of my room. You quite literally asked to be let out of my bedroom. You don't need to be in here, but you also don't need to be out of there. Make your choice, stay there. She's already asking to go back out, like, immediately. What? You're insane. Cat's insane. Nothing I can do about it. Cheek fluff. I don't know if this is quite right. Oh, I have to get my brush correct for pixel art again. My eraser, I mean. Girl, I'm gonna need you to chill. Go, like, lay down or something. This would be easier. This would be easier if I set up, like, a, what's that called? A symmetrical ruler, but, like, I don't know. I don't really want to do that with these. The imperfections make them better, I think. And then it's have this weird little teardrop shaped head that I didn't do right. It's hard to get, like, specific proportions right in pixel art sometimes. Especially with, like, how specific you have to make. Like, this is already kind of not that great because of how many places the pixels are thicker than they need to be. If I just pop, nope, pop, there we go. Clean up the lines a little bit. That's fine because that's in shadow. And then I just need to finish up some of the line art because right now it's not done, but I need to my OCD. It needs to look perfect. Is that correct? Is that how that works? That is how that works. Because it's weird because I do this with a few of them, where I have them start out as, like, their little chat mascots, and that's not always the case. I feel like it works especially well for for the ones who, like, you know for a fact watched and was a fan of Hololive before they got into it. Because I believe Raura was a Hololive fan artist pre-Raura. So she probably wouldn't be upset at starting as Chatini. Also, I like the idea of, with Rara specifically, and like maybe Fauna when we get to Fauna, having a, like, only this type version of this Pokemon can evolve. However, they basically act as like the mother to all the other Pokemon of their kind, because Rara is Chatini's mother, I believe. I don't know. I'm not a Chatini, but they do call her Mama, I believe. What? Don't mournfully meow at me. You're fine. I promise. Cat wants out. Cat wants out. She doesn't want to be here. She hates me, guys. My cat hates me. I can't believe it. I used to love leopard print. I kind of associate Rara with like the rainbow leopard print shit I used to wear as like a child. I'm keeping the door cracked because the cat wants me to. So if you hear any extra noise, it's her fault. Blame the cat. I kind of associate Rara with the rainbow leopard print I used to be obsessed with as like a child. And it's funny because I went through one of those phases when you're growing out of all the things you used to like. And you like almost get upset at seeing them. Because you're like, I moved past that. That's so cringy now. But I think I've kind of like not done a 180 because they haven't, it's not like something that I look for anymore still. But it's kind of like I decided, I outgrew my distaste of the thing that I used to like. If you know what I mean. I didn't give you a nose, you just have a mouth. And you might see some differentials on what I end up using as the design for these. But primarily it's going to be pretty close to the design I have on the main one. Or the previous one, or whatnot. Let's move you up a little bit so that I can fit your little tiny body in there. Big ass eared cat. They're fucking standing there. They're standing there and they're looking. What kind of silly? There's kind of silly with it. After I get each girl's full first and second sprite done, I'll probably have a little brief intermission when Puma, the door's open. Why are you yelling? The door's open. Brief intermission where I go over like stats and abilities and stuff, but I can't decide whether I'm going to do that during this stream or like at the end of it or after. Come on, what the fuck do you want? So I'll figure it out. Looks like it's squared up. It's gonna fucking punch me. I'm gonna get punched by Chatini. Chatini wants to punch me so bad. It wants me so bad. I'm gonna get fucking walloped. Chatini kind of already looks like a Pokemon, because Rara does a similar thing to what I end up accidentally doing when I draw silly little creatures, which I've been told by a few of my friends is that when I draw silly little creatures, they end up looking like Pokemon. Which is why I think Chatini kind of already looks like a Pokemon. I didn't draw Chatini, obviously, like the original one. But, like, I think Rara has, like, a similar thing where I believe she likes Pokemon. Feel free to correct me on that, but, I believe she likes Pokemon. It's, like, one of the easier... Maybe it's just because Pokemon has, like, a very simple art style that's really easy to, learn how to do. My cat is knocking over stuff in the other room, but I'm not going to stop her. Are there plants still out there? I should probably check that, but I'm busy. I can't do that right now. I don't know what she's doing, and I'm scared. But I can't do anything, because I'm stuck with you guys, and Chatini staring at me menacingly like it's gonna punch me in the face if I don't do something. Chatini, no. Look who's back. Cat gonna parade in and out of my room a few times. I'll close the door again when she, like, politely lays down on my bed or something. When she stops feeling like she needs to leave my bedroom. Looks squared up. This Chatini is going to punch me in the face, and it is going to hurt, actually. Come on. Oh, are you hungry? Is that why you're parading around like this? Hold on. Let me make sure my cat has food. Don't yell at me. How dare you? I'm closing the door just because of that. Come on. What the hell? Why are you like this? Why are you like? What do you want? I gave her a toy. I gave her a toy and hopefully she becomes preoccupied with it. I don't know. I don't know what to do with her. Turn off closed gap. Turn off area scaling. There we go. There's a specific set of settings you should have when you're doing pixel art. Some of them are really easy. Like, you just need to be on the pixel brush. And then some of them are, like, harder to maintain correctly. Like, you need to make sure all the eraser and paint bucket tool settings are correct. Why am I dying? Cat food dust in my throat. It will never exist again. She has taken all. Come on. I just bought a new phone charger. Stop eating that one. What the hell did I just say? Don't try to run out of the room. I closed the door again. Don't meow at me. You know why I did that. God, you're a nuisance only when I'm streaming, aren't you? She only does this when I'm streaming. She's never like this otherwise. I don't know why. I don't know why this affects her the way it does. I don't fully understand. And then it's ears. I genuinely adore Chetini's design. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know whether Raura made the original design herself, or because it's on her outfit, right? It's like a little charm on her outfit. So I don't know whether she made it herself or she based it off of the design she already had. Or not. Okay, door is open again. Because the cat wants to be... What are you doing? She's only like this when I'm streaming. I don't know why. She confounds me. I become confounded by her. Cute little pink Chetini ears. And then I think I should do shading before I do the difference in line art, because how I shade it will depend on what the outline should look like. I'll just lock the layers so that I can just, yeah. And I think Pokemon uses, they shade their sprites, but I think they use like minimal shading. I'll pull up the sprite reference again for myself so that I can look at how they do it. Yeah, okay. The light on this is inconsistent. Get fucked, Pokemon. The light on your Persian sprite is inconsistent. It's pretty simple shading, though. It's just inconsistent, which is weird and makes it so that I look at it and go, Pokemon. Do a bit of stippling. If you don't know what stippling is, it's using dots in art to make shading. It's like cross-hatching, but if cross-hatching included a lot of little dots instead of a lot of little lines. So, you know, like cross-hatching. It does give a good old, like, fade into something, though. Cute. And I want these sprites to be, like, good. I want them to be usable if I was, like, to make a fan game. But I'm not going to, Nintendo, don't worry. Guys, guess what? Pokemon's by Nintendo, and there's no... I'm not making a game, so there's no copyright. It's fine. Pokemon's by Nintendo, in case you didn't know. In case you didn't know that Pokemon's by Nintendo and Game Freak. Don't worry. Don't worry, I got myself covered. I'm not going to jail. over drawing Pokemon. Tail definitely needs to be shaded. The tail is in shadow. Okay, there's the tail shaded. Need to shade the armpits because it's squaring up. I think the light source is coming from this direction over here, if you can still see my cursor. It's kind of harder to make out. I'll do it over here so it's a little bit easier. Light source seems to be coming from over there, so you want to do the shading, I think, works better as primarily focusing on that side. And like I said, the actual original Persian sprite has inconsistent shading, which is interesting. But it's only in one place. And I believe that's the place that we're to move if we were in like black and white, for example. So it makes a little bit of sense for it to be inconsistent just because of how that game works. I'm just gonna let her be a menace. I'm tired of trying to get her to stop being a menace. She's apparently decided that today is the day she's going to be a complete and absolute menace to me and everything I love, including herself. She likes to mess with things when she wants something from me, but I don't actually know what she wants. What? I firmly believe that if she knew what weaponized cuteness was, she would use it. I don't know if she does, though, because she actually doesn't weaponize her cuteness. She weaponizes her ability to be a fucking menace. Okay. The dark part of Chatini is shaded for blue. Let's make the lighter part. Pokemon does this weird type of shading with their lights where they I think they do this with their darks too. It's just less noticeable because it's like in a very specific spot. But they'll like do their shading and then they'll do like a little divot of shine in their shading where it's like brighter. And also their like light shading tends to have a little bit less stippling than their dark shading, I think, from what I've seen. I might be wrong on that one though. I'm gonna do stippling on both though because I want to and it looks better to me. And then I need the lights. Just gonna be a little bop, bop, bop. Bop. Easy lights. I do also actually need the darks. Which is literally just gonna be this part of the tail. Where it's behind stuff. I think I might have added a little bit too much of the light. So I'm going to kind of shave that down a little bit. Make it look less like it just got shown a flashlight on. And more like there's a sun over there. of the light here, just because that's kind of what they're doing with the dark on the other side. Okay, so now the blue all has the correct shading. Now we need to do any amount of shading for the other colors, which isn't going to be a whole lot, because it's primarily blue. Shading right here. For that, okay, and then we don't really need any of the bright shading for the white. Need some dark shading for the pink. I don't think we need any light shading for the pink. When it goes up and down and round and around. Okay, and then I just realized I haven't had background music on the whole time. Hold on. Let me turn that on for you. Hopefully it's not too loud. Please let me know if it's too loud. I keep on messing up the pixel placement. Okay. Oh. That's incorrect. So it's like this, and there's still a little bit of this because it's like very, the ears go around. Here we go. And then just a little bit of, it's not light enough, a little bit of light. And we need to do the dark things. It's really easy with the ears. And nothing else really has that issue, so we can move on to making sure the line art is correct. Most of the line art is actually going to end up being slightly darker than the dark blue. Basically, it's just going to be not there. Anything that touches primarily the neutral blue tone is going to end up being the dark, this color of line art. And for the light blue, we'll make it the actual shade of the shading. Which is only slightly lighter than the other one. Okay, and then it'll be kind of like closer to black, almost. Yeah, that color works. Section down here where it could use something even darker, like a almost black blue, and not a darker than the shading blue. This, maybe? Yeah, that works. Let's make this slightly more blue for the white. Kind of make it blend in together a little bit more. Darker for when the white actually touches shadow, which is literally only the chin. They'll be a little bit darker actually. Yeah, there we go. There we go. That's the correct tone. Make sure the tail's also colored in this way. Honestly, the rest of it could keep the same outline. We've got the first one done. It's Chatini! Yippee! Chatini is here. Then we turn off Chatini and we do Raura. Let's start with... Raura needs her hat or else no one will recognize her. No one will know where she went. So it's important that her Pokemon also has her hat. I haven't named these yet. But it shouldn't be too hard to figure out names. Pokemon names tend to be pretty easy to figure out. I need to actually draw this as a shape and not as a piece by piece. Okay. Like... almost looks kind of Purloin-esque. I was deciding whether to use Persian or Lyford as like a reference for Pokemon modeling for Raura. I actually think I decided on going Lyford and then ended up going Persian anyway. So, whoops. It doesn't really matter. It's not like I'm actually like tracing the Pokemon or anything. Okay, and then hat. Or very important hat. Cat in the Hat. Cat in the Beret. Cat in the Beret. Cat in the Beret. Okay. There we go. And then she has similar facial structure to Chatini. Makes sense. Those evolutions. Rara almost kind of, like the design specifically also kind of almost reminds me of a weird mix between Liepard and Esper. To be fair, I think she'd have both on her team if she was a Pokemon trainer, so you know. Map as much as possible. Pixels are annoying sometimes. I know it doesn't supposed to know. She actually does have a nose. Up. And face done. Face completed. Face looks like she has a little goatee. Let's fix that. She's staring at me, as she does, because she's Rara and she can stare at everyone simultaneously. One of my favorite scares of being an artist is when you try to draw and you haven't actually switched off of eraser. So you're like, oh no, did it break? And then it didn't break. You're just not actually drawing. It's something that I've never seen happen to traditional artists, but I guess that's just because if you're a traditional artist and that happened, you must be tired as hell to not notice that you're using an eraser. Probably will not get through all of them today. Oh no. What? Raven not finishing an art project in one stream? Unheard of. What the hell's wrong with her? How dare she? Little X's on her. Her big old fluffy legs are based on her jacket sleeves, if you couldn't tell. I've always found her jacket sleeves very cool. I also think that her outfit is a little bit too complicated to completely translate into Pokemon. I need to give her There we go. That's what I need to give her. Right there. We did it. Her tail already kind of has this weird, like, blocky end to it, which is already kind of a Pokemon shape, honestly. And then she needs her spots. And her tail tip. Spots in her tail tip so that we can identify her as a pink panther. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Okay. Got our line art done fairly quickly. Next we do coloring. Yippee! All the blue is gone. All the blue is gone and dead, and I killed it. We can do some good old blocking with a fill tool. Pink will survive. And then black comes in. And then black comes in and black gets upset that pink is the only one that survived. And they start a war. What the fuck am I yapping about? They start fighting. And pink surrenders and says, "I always loved you, Black. I'm sorry I killed your brother." And Black says, "Bitch, you killed my brother." And they keep fighting. Never ends. It goes on forever. It goes on forever and ever, my friends. Okay. And then we have this shade. Shade. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop. Aurora does like Pokemon. I know that for a fact because she has like too many Piplup plushies. I remember this. I remember her mentioning that. Okay. Shading time. Shading time. Okay. Got it this time. Shading should be pretty easy now that I've already done it once. You don't have to think about it as much. thoughts are annoying to say. Fair enough. Would have thought. Her face, yeah. She's staring. I was thinking with Raora specifically, I'll probably do that is a hat on its head. This is a Pokemon based off of Raora Pantera from Hololive English. And therefore, that is a hat on its head. Because people don't recognize her without a hat on her head. She's not real if she doesn't have the hat. That's not light enough. There we go. Finishing up some shading for her, and then I'll do, I believe CC would be next. Do I remember if I like CC? I've designed these a few times beforehand. I'm just, this stream is mostly me turning them into pixel art. For whatever. To make them, I don't know, more Pokemon-y. I should go off the actual color and not just my interpretation of the color. There we go. Is that that is an uncolored pixel. I missed one. Oh my god, it's the end of the world. I saw another one. Now I'll fix that soon. Okay. There. I need like a little bit of a darker color. Yeah. Floor is weird because it's a funky little group of smaller pieces of lore, like God Eyes. First of all, she can see everything. Also, she's good at art. Also, she collects a lot of things, which is all good in and of itself. But then you also get stuff like, oh, but she's also a big cat. Big cat means big trouble. And I guess what that means is just big trouble, but you know. Hat. And then it's line art. Line art needs to be made correct. Color, line art. Or typical line art. Pokemon color this line art in a really interesting way that's not hard to replicate, but that I don't usually do, so it makes me look at it and go, how do you do that? Most of the outlines on the pink are actually shaded. Okay. Darker shading time. I've also used like the colors of the outlines for extra depth in Pokemon art. There we go. Okay. Where else? Here else. This part of the ear. Also this part of the ear. Okay, and then I think that's all for that dark shade. Now we need the lighter shade, which is like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then we have the other colors to worry about. Whoops, I almost forgot this part of the ear. There we go. Now we need to do this color. And this color needs to be darker. Being annoying sometimes, it's fine. Okay. Oh, it needs to be darker, not lighter. Blech. Dumbass. I love not knowing what I'm doing. There we go. That's the right shade. Pretty shade. What else is? Nothing else is. This is the lighter. Okay. I mean, I like Raura. I think her voice is cute. I don't watch her super often. She's probably, I won't say the least watched out of Justice, because her and Liz, I think I watch around the same amount, personally. I do think she's cute. I do think she's funny. She's just also, I don't know, I fell hard on the Auto Fister train when it came to Justice. They fucking grabbed me and threw me in a bag like they were kidnapping me. Auto Fister fucking took me. They took me away and there was nothing I could do. So I ended up with them rather than Liz. Okay, and then this eye needs to be fixed. That shave them in. They actually stay the same. We also need these line art to be correct on those. Okay. Raura finished with first and second evolution. Raura done. Raura done. And now everything decides to break a little bit. Okay, there we go. Don't mind the fact that everything decides to break a little bit. It happens sometimes. I just ordered a new cord. It actually literally just came in the mail, so I'm gonna go grab that after I'm done with this stream. And then it won't be breaking anymore. Okay. So the next one I need to pixelize is Cece. Cecilia Immigrant from Hololive. Where is she? There she is. Do I have her saved as an actual PNG file? Or only as... It doesn't really matter. I'm just curious. Well, not that I'm seeing. Okay, fair enough. CC. I don't know how I feel about this one, but I think I enjoy the design. I think it might look a little bit too close to just how she actually looks. So I might simplify it a little bit more. Probably end off doing CC and then do Gigi and Liz next stream and then just work my way down like that. CC is my favorite, my Oshi of Justice. Justice Oshi. I don't think she's my Oshi overall. I think she's not quite there yet. She's not my Kami Oshi, is what I mean by that. She's up there. She's not my Kami Yoshi. I like that she has semi-violent tendencies despite being a member of Justice. So is stream down? Well, stream kind of coming back up. It's okay. It's an art stream. Most people are listening to the audio anyway. This is an art stream. People have it on in the background. This isn't correct. Kind of looks almost bug-like. I mean, she's definitely a steel type. I don't know if she's any other type though. If sound was a type, she'd be that. Some sort of like sound-based ability, but oh, she might just be pure steel. Oh, that's the wrong eraser. There we go, the stream stopped working. It should be pretty much back now. I don't know if it actually stopped working, but it looked like it might have. I'm so bad at drawing specifically her wind-up key, which is unfortunate because it's a key part of her design. Add it on like a hat or a sprout. Kind of like a little bow. Pop up. Pop up. Okay. I wonder what happens when you wind up the key with this specific little guy. CC with? It's like if Gothorita was a steel type and also a turtle. So I can make them grow a little bit bigger. There we go. And on here. Okay, and then she also has legs. Yeah, she does have legs. Actually, erase this neck. Raise the body up. There we go. Okay. Now we just need color. It's that color. Here it's that color. Here it's that color. Here's still kind of shaded. There. Okay. Her eyes, and her eyes are kind of like supposed to be kind of striking because of how robotic they are. We've had two members with like really striking eyes. One of them was Shiori, who has extremely striking eyes. Those things glow in the dark. And Cece, whose eyes might also glow in the dark, but for a different reason than Shiori's. Now we need shading. And then line art. And probably by the time of next stream, I'll have like stats and moves and shit to show you guys. For the two that we complete today. Like abilities and whatnot. No, all the good stuff. All the good stuff for all the gamers in the audience. all the elite gamers who watch this channel right now. Every single one of you. It's decided it's gonna be like that, huh? Okay. That's fine. Metal, so it needs to be like a little bit more extreme of a difference in both. Metal's annoying like that. And shiny. Metal is annoying and shiny. Okay, and then we need the lighter colors, which is going to be up here. Shine. Because that's also metal. I changed the other, the evolution design to be more like how she was in Bibu's birthday stream, where she was kind of like a puppeteer. Okay. And then we need to do line art, and then first stage will be done. First stage CC comes second stage CC, which might be a little bit redesigned. might need to redesign that one a little bit. So I've been given ideas. And the ideas won't leave my head. Okay, and then there, and that can just stay black. This turn this. And just be like this bright color. Metal's always hard to shade. Like, how dare you be one of my favorites and also be made of metal? What the hell? She's not made of metal. I think she's porcelain besides her key, which is obviously metal, and her insides, which I believe are clockwork. She seems very music box coded. Okay. I just need to do this. I'm gonna do like this. And like this. There we go. There we go. Okay, first stage complete. Now for the second stage, I originally had her looking much more like Cecilia. I might make it kind of puppeteer themed a little bit. Let's do this. some like strings dangling from it or something. It does kind of look kind of spidery. They're just kind of longer. Stable, so let me just kind of. And then add a gear here. Sake of a gear, key, and then we add color. Let's put them on the stream. Almost done. No more me being unnecessarily tired for no reason on stream where everyone can see me. Take you to tea time and drink out your insides like a spider. She likes the leaf juice. Big fan of the leaf juice. color. Here. And there. Okay. Then we need shading. I'm gonna steal directly from you. Limbs, violin, strings, starts listing off things, just random things. Computer, calculator, things that have like nothing to do with anything. And it does something funky. Oh, uh-oh, that's metal. We need all the light colors. Let's start with this. Okay. And next is this. Okay, that seems to be all well and good. Now we just need to do the line art. And take some colors for that too. Unlike the previous evolution, most of this one has shadow near its lines. Like the hedgehog. I need to shut up. Holy shit, Shadow. There's some sort of construction happening somewhere. I can hear it. I didn't forget to close my window. That's good. Next we have Say Yes to the Dress. On the other one for reference. That's okay. You can do it like that. And then we have this, which I might just make pure white. Actually, I'll make it like this color. Yeah, perfect. Okay. And now we just need to do the gold parts, and we're done. One last color pick is this one. And we'll be done. And we all can go home. Pokemon is she supposed to be? I'm actually making Fakemon based on them, but I guess if I were to put her as any Pokemon ever, it would probably end up being Magdirna. Yeah, it is. Let me merge this down. Actually, I was just about to end stream, but I can show you all of the... Oh, I forgot to. I can show you all of the ones that I've made, which I'm doing them reverse debut order, so currently done, I have first and second stages for CC and Raura. Yeah, right? So Raura starts with Chatini, but Chatini's like squared up because it's about to fight me, I guess. Chatini's going to punch me in the face. And then it evolves into Raura. Starts as this little fucker, this little goober, and evolves into this. Some of them have 3 stages, some of them only have 1 stages. I actually have all of the designs mostly planned out. I'm just going to be going through and doing the pixel sprites and the stats and stuff over the course of however long this takes in like a few art streams. This one specifically was, You're not wrong. I feel like I'll slowly... It's weird because it's like, if I keep doing them 2 per stream, it's going to end up being like, occasionally it's going to be the second one I'm doing, which would be Liz next, would be the second one in the next stream, would be probably slightly lower quality, but I'll also probably get better at doing pixel sprites throughout it. So we'll see. Today was just CC and Raura though, because I'm tired and I don't think I have enough energy to do all of Justice. Because I'm going backwards. So next art stream where I'm doing this will be Gigi and Liz. But for now, I'm going to end it. Unfortunately, people came in just as I was about to end. Oh well. Feel free to go back. I think there's a few moments there where I'm like quiet for a little bit too long, but the rest of it should be fine. Thank you. Everyone knows Gura. I saw a tweet about Gura the other day, cause she graduated, right? And I saw a tweet that was like, who is this woman and why is she all over my feed? I don't pay attention to this kind of stuff. And then he replied with, apparently she's the LeBron James of VTubing. I'm sorry for your loss. Already? Yeah. She graduated on the 1st of this month, actually. People have mourned her loss. I think she's already back under a different account, but I'm not supposed to. It's not like I'm under NDA or anything. I guess I could tell you, but like, own research. The notification just came. Oh, the stream. Yeah. I don't know why it does that sometimes. And what major? Don't know shit about so graduation in Hololive means, or in VTubing in general, means ceasing activities under your current account. It doesn't mean you're done with VTubing forever. It just means that you're like done with this particular persona. I think she did graduate college at one point though, so I don't know. I know for sure Mume did. I didn't know what her major was though. It's crazy that the notification just came when I've been streaming for 2 hours. Holy shit. YouTube, what the hell? YouTube, how dare you? But thanks for watching, past, present, and future. Apologies for the fact that everyone came in literally like right before I was about to leave because YouTube, I guess. I don't know when the next artist stream will be. Probably soon, because I just got a new cord for my art tablet, so it's not going to be as glitchy, so it's not going to be as annoying to stream. But yeah, thanks for showing up, even if it was just for the end.